When a new year dawns in America, this is where it begins, with first light hitting the 1,530-foot summit on Mount Desert Island in Maine. Maybe. In America, we seem to debate everything, even the sight of our first sunrise. In 1999, the town of Lubec protested after the U.S. Naval Observatory declared that the summit of Cadillac would be the first place to see the sunrise on January 1, 2000. Lubec, located in Maine's Washington County, billed as Sunrise County, argued that while its Porcupine Mountain is only 210 feet, being 60 miles east of Cadillac gave it a 30-second edge. The U.S. Naval Observatory redid the calculations and, saying that the refraction of light in the atmosphere can cause fluctuations in how quickly light arrives at a spot, conveniently declared it a tie. Sconset, Massachusetts also claimed to be first. And if you want to get technical, St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands beats all the New England sites. And it is trumped by Guam, where America's day begins. And there's a small island managed by the U.S. Air Force. Suffice it to say, while it was tempting to begin the year in St. Croix, first light atop Cadillac seemed fitting. The park was created in 1916, just weeks before the Park Service, when President Woodrow Wilson established it as Sieur de Monts National Monument. It was the first national park east of the Mississippi River. It became Lafayette National Park in 1919 and Acadia National Park in 1929. And as both the park and the Park Service headed toward their centennials, Acadia seemed like a 47,000-acre microcosm of the future. In many ways, it is a model park, a place that with the help of partners such as Friends of Acadia is better off today than it was several decades ago. But it has dilemmas about technology and infrastructure, cell phone towers and parking lots. It is intertwined with towns, creating a mix of cordiality and conflict. It has something the Park Service is trying to preserve here and in other places, stunningly dark night skies. It straddles geographic zones, making it a place to watch the effects of climate change. And in the last century, the summit has become such a popular destination that one of the park's biggest dilemmas is how to handle the traffic and crowds. It's our old faithful, park planner John Kelly says. Compared to other iconic national parks, Acadia is a compact park. Yellowstone is 3,472 square miles and attracts about 3.4 million visitors a year. Acadia is 73 square miles and attracts about 2.4 million visitors a year. Many of them, including President Obama and his family in 2010, go to the summit of Cadillac. On a typical late summer day, the road and parking lot are packed with cars and tour buses. There was another reason to start the year atop Cadillac. Long before any of this, before today's cruise ships and tour buses, before yesterday's cog railway and hotels, before anyone was arguing about the location of America's first sunrise, before there was even an America, this was a place where the original locals gathered. Ancestors of several modern-day tribes, collectively known as Wabanaki, people of the Dawnland, came to the top of this mountain. They came to greet the sun. So with all of this in mind, I circled New Year's Day on my calendar, contacted several people in Maine, and asked if they knew of anyone who started each year by watching sunrise atop Cadillac. More than one gave the same answer. Lily Pugh, they said. They said Lily, a former board chair of the Friends of Acadia, was very active in the park. And by active, they didn't just mean raising funds. She was in the park nearly every day, biking, hiking, cross-country skiing. They gave me her contact information. They wished me luck trying to keep up with her. State Road 3, heading toward Bar Harbor, was quiet. I passed motels and cottages, signs for putt-putt golf and glider rides, lobster pounds, antiques shops, handcrafted wood cupolas, and homemade hard ice cream. All closed. I could picture this two-lane road bustling with activity in July, but with January around the corner, it felt like I had dropped into a Stephen King novel. And not the first few chapters, when everything is almost normal. The end, after some sinister force has taken a quaint corner of New England.